What is going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this. We're going to be jumping into the SCP universe here with the Vulcan. We're going to be checking out a SCP-963 Immortality Object Class Euclid. Links will be down below in the description. As always, see the original video without my commentary and reaction and to the Vulcan's channel. Please do me a favor, click those links. If you enjoy this video as we go through it, go over there and give it a like. And if you haven't already subbed to the Vulcan, I don't know what you're doing, man. Man makes a lot of great content for the SCP universe. Please do me a favor, show the man some love. Hit that sub button on his channel if you haven't already. But yeah, let's jump into this video here. I didn't tell you to start playing. I don't know why. Sometimes when I switch to full screen, the video just starts playing on its own. Sometimes it doesn't. You piss me off sometimes, YouTube. Anyway. Like I said, SCP-963 Immortality by the Vulcan.
Good afternoon, everyone, and shut up.
Oh, okay.
My name is Dr. Gears, and I will be taking your lecture today.
Okay, Dr. Miller's out, Dr. Gears is in, and Dr. Gears says, shut the fuck up and sit down. We're getting to work. Oh, like, calm down, brother.
No questions, please. The SCP in the spotlight today is SCP-963, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-963-1 is to be given into the care of a current D-Class level operative, as well as personnel classified as Dr. Bright's assistant.
Okay, that's what I thought. Like, seeing the gem here, this is the medallion that Dr. Bright is into, and he can like take on different personalities. Okay. I've done a video on this, I believe, with the Exploring series. I haven't done the full detailed one here, so let's see what we get from the Vulcan. Do we get any more information from it?
To be chosen by O5 for loyalty to the Foundation, as well as psychological stability. There's a couple of scored out things here. The first thing is SCP-963 is to be attached to the subject's forehead or the back of the subject's hand using a suitably strong epoxy. The reason for this will become apparent later.
I was going to say,
this
wonder what that is for.
SCP-963-1 is now hung by a chain from the subject's neck. 963-1 is not allowed to be hidden upon the subject's body. Any attempt to do so will be met with lethal force.
Huh. I wonder why that is. If it's just... Yeah, I wonder why that is. Is it just so, like, they want to know that this person is being, like, possessed by Dr. Bright or whatever? You know? The person in the medallion, or... I don't know. Interesting.
Second thing that's scored out on this document is, if the current D-level subject exceeds a 30-day lifespan, they are to be executed and a new subject chosen to wear 963-1. Again, this will become apparent. Instead, this is written by order of all 5.
See, I don't think I knew that there's like a 30-day period in which he's able to inhabit the body for some reason. And then after that, if for whatever reason they're inhabited for longer, they're executed. Like, why is that?
Anybody 963-1 is installed upon is given a stay of execution until it passes on of natural causes, or 963-1 is transferred to a new host.
Interesting.
The next 2 paragraphs have been rescinded by 056, 8, and 9. But what was written before this was, attention, as of 12/13, 963-1 is not allowed in proximity of any Euclid or Keter class humanoid SCPs. I don't want to hear any complaining about my pronunciation of that word. This directive is to be enforced lethally.
I could understand why that would be right, because they wouldn't want him to have access to any kind of like reality bender, potentially, you know, body, right? Like if he inhabits their body, he would inhabit their powers, kind of thing.
And the second one reads, attention, as of incident 239B, Clef Kondraki, SCP-963-1 is not allowed at Site-17 without the express permission of 3 O5s. Violations are to be met with lethal force. At this point, you do not have the security clearance necessary to know why these things were rescinded. Moving on. Description. SCP-963-1 is an ornate amulet approximately 15 centimeters in circumference made from white gold. with 13 K brilliant diamonds surrounding K oval cut ruby in a starburst pattern. It was first discovered in the personal effect. It would be found dead by apparent suicide.
Interesting.
Surrounded by a number of supernaturally related books.
If I remember correctly, some kind of wizard or warlock or whatever was trying to like find a way of immortality and created this and trapped their soul in it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but yeah, this was like created through some kind of thaumaturgy, I think.
Our agent in the area found that 963-1 was incapable of being damaged and brought it in according to protocol XLR-8R. Dr. Jack Bright, a junior staff researcher of good standing, was assigned to the responsibility of researching SCP-963-1's capabilities and granted access to. Later that year, SCP-76-2 broke containment. See document 76-2-19A, leading to deaths and casualties. Dr. Bright was transporting
076. I know that one. I don't know. I don't remember off the top. It's hard for me to remember the numbers. Like I'm much more of like a visual person. If I see a picture of it, I'll be like, okay, I know what that one is and what it's about. But like remembering off just the numbers, my brain doesn't work that way. So like I know 076. I know that's an SCP that I know of and have done before, but I can't recall off the top of my head which one that is.
SCP-963-1 by hand past SCP-76-2's containment unit and was among the first KIB killed in bridge. Approximately days later, D1-113, tasked to clear the area of rubble, discovered 963-1 among the wreckage and picked it up. Immediate noticeable change came over D1-113. Interview follows. This is interview log X. Date of recording.
Could you please tell me your name? It's Jack Bright. You know damn well who it is. I believe you were Tom Higley, working for us as part of your life sentence. Don't be ridiculous. I couldn't possibly be. Hey,
wouldn't he be able to like, talking about Bright, right? With Dr. Bright, wouldn't he be able to like look down and see he's in a different body? Or would he like always perceive himself as he thought he looked? You know what I mean? Right? Like, I wonder how that works. Like if his self-perception makes him think he always looks a certain way, he always sees himself a certain way. Like if he looks in a mirror, will he see like what he knows to be his reflection, what it should have been, and not a different body situation?
963-1 is removed at this time from D1-113's possession. Further MRI shows that D1-113 ceases all higher brain functions. SCP-963-1 is returned, upon which brain function returns.
Dr. Bright? What? We appear to have a problem.
After much experimentation, it has been discovered that when any living anthropoid comes into direct skin contact with SCP-963-1, the mind of the subject is wiped, and that of Dr. Bright is projected from 963-1 onto the subject. It is known that the memories native to Dr. Bright transfer from host to host. If a subject maintains contact for 30 days, their brain functions become a duplicate of the late Dr. Bright's.
Okay.
If 963-1 is removed after this time period, the subject retains an independent copy of the consciousness of Jack Bright. Sanctions were put in place to prevent multiple instances of Dr. Bright from being created, to prevent Dr. Bright from collaborating with himself.
Makes sense.
However, it was found that this was not necessary, as Dr. Bright has proven thoroughly dedicated to the Foundation and its cause. Dr. Bright himself has performed extensive experimentation on SCP-963-1 with the expressed desire for release from it.
I mean, yeah. It makes me wonder, right? Like, what does he experience when he's not in a body? Is it just like an unconscious state? Is it essentially like he just goes to sleep and then the next time he wakes up, he's in a new body? Or is he like in some kind of incorporeal state in some other dimension, fully aware of everything, you know, and like he just experiences like timelessness and nothingness until he's in another body, right? Like, that would be interesting to know one way or the other.
Interviews with Dr. Bright indicate that killed himself in the process of empowering 963-1, and therefore was never able to slave his own consciousness to the amulet. Dr. Bright hypothesizes that he accidentally activated 963-1's power by being killed, instead of killing himself as the original creator had done.
So that's the difference. The original creator committed suicide instead of having been killed. And like, for whatever reason, that little bit of difference makes a difference as to how the amulet works.
Now, regarding SCP-963-2. Orders were given by 059 to attempt to replicate SCP-963-1. All attempts met with failure until 963-2, at which point
All information regarding SCP is classified level 5. Anyone attempting to access further information about 963-2 without level 5 clearance will be terminated. Interesting. So they try to replicate this medallion for the O5 Council, or at least a member of the O5 Council.
All information regarding SCP-963-2 is classified level 5. Anyone attempting to access further information about SCP-963-2 without level 5 clearance will be terminated.
For more information regarding Dr. Bright's mental condition, see Dr. Glass's psychological evaluation.
All right. Well, there you have it. There you have it. That was SCP-963 Mortality Object Class Euclid by the Vulcan. So yeah, I again, like I said, I don't really remember the SCP numbers and what the actual tale pertains to, unless I see like a picture of something. Like, you know, if I see Shy Guy, I'm like, oh, okay, I know that's Shy Guy, but I don't remember Shy Guy's number. The old man, like, you know, I can look at him, a picture of him, and be like, okay, yeah, I know what that SCP is and what it does, but I couldn't tell you the number. There's only a couple of numbers that I remember, like 682. I remember what 682 is. You know, the Gate Guardian is an 001 proposal. I remember that one. There's a couple of them. I think 079 is the AI that was stuck in a computer. Something along those lines. Or maybe it was, maybe that's what 076 was. 076 might have been the AI that was stuck in the computer, and I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, my brain just doesn't work that way. So, but yeah, interesting. It's interesting. There are a couple of details in this that I didn't know, or at least I didn't remember. I don't remember if it was something that went over in the Exploring Series video that we did about this, but the 30-day time limit, because they don't want him essentially cloning himself, that I didn't know about. And the fact that they're going to the point of trying to terminate them, you know, because they don't want essentially Dr. Bright to have enough power, copies of himself, in order to probably take over the Foundation, right? You know what I mean? And then, of course, they wouldn't want him to come near any kind of, like I said, reality benders to take over their bodies, potentially gain their powers, I'm sure. It is interesting, though, that an O5 Council member seems to want to have a duplicate made, and or one has been made for them. That's something that I don't think was covered in the Exploring Series video, or that I've heard before. So that is pretty interesting. But yeah, that was SCP-963 Mortality Object Class Euclid by the Vulcan. Links will be down below in the description, as always, to the original video without my commentary and reaction to the Vulcan's channel. If you like this video, go over there and give it a like. And if you haven't hit the sub button on the Vulcan's channel, please do me a favor and do that. He makes a lot of great content for the SCP universe, puts a lot of work into his videos. Please do me a favor and show the man some love. If you'd like to join us when I do these reactions live, there's a join button underneath the video, as well as the link in the description to the YouTube membership benefits and tiers that I offer. If you've been around the channel for a while and you'd like to join us when we do these reactions live, we'd love to have you guys come in and join our conversations. So yeah, check that out and see if you want to take your support to the next level. But regardless, thank you guys for watching. You know, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and a sub, as it helps me and the channel grow. And yeah, hope you all have yourselves a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one.